There are people who end the year beautifully. They draw neat charts, make conclusions, check off boxes, and write new goals. And then there's me. December 29th, morning. I go out to grab my slippers and instead see a scene worthy of both a therapist and an exorcist. 5 of my goals are standing by the door. Real. As if they escaped from a New Year's planner and decided to start a new life. Without me. The first, work out. A skinny guy in sneakers who suspiciously looks like a YouTube fitness instructor. Headband, water bottle, and the expression of a man who already ran a marathon. Away from my inactivity. Budgeting. Standing there without a suitcase. Because, and I quote, "You spent everything. I have nothing to pack." Mindfulness and calmness. A girl in a white hoodie, dark circles under her eyes, holding a bottle of valerian drops. She looks like someone who has seen too much. Love life. A guy sitting right on the floor, in a lotus pose with a "I'm done" caption floating over his head. Exhausted. Abandoned. But still trying to hold on to the meaning of existence. Judging by his face, my dating life traumatized him deeply. And a new life starting Monday. A man with a giant map where all the roads are crossed out. Looks like Mondays officially ran out. He spent the whole year looking for a road to me and broke the GPS. All 5 turned to me in perfect synchronization. They look at me like I'm their last hope. Or the reason everything went wrong. Either option works. I don't feel like the owner of the apartment. I feel like the defendant in court. So, I say, "What is this?" The fitness goal scratches the back of his head. "Isn't it obvious? We're leaving." Leaving where? Away. You haven't worked with us all year. Why did you even write us down? And that's where the interrogation begins. The kind I wouldn't survive even under torture. "Let's start with me," says Fitness, hands on his waist. I appeared in January, handsome, motivated, fresh. "You promised." "I tried," I protest. "I did a plank." 5 seconds, in front of the fridge, in slippers. "I also bought a yoga mat." "Oh yes, very promising. Until you gifted it to the neighbor's cat. He sleeps on it now." Mindfulness rolls her eyes. "And even the cat showed more interest in working out than you." I realize I need a lawyer. But get a lawyer was also one of my goals. And it left in March. Next up is budgeting. Her voice is firm, like a bookkeeper who has seen my bank statements and survived only physically. "I could have been a great goal for you," she says. "We could have been a great team, but everything went, well, you know where." "I tried." "Tried what? Filling your cart for $300 and spending $12? Fair. Painfully fair." She continues. "Every time you saved money, you bought 2, because it might get more expensive later." "It did!" "Yes, but you bought a sponge, a Swedish sponge, for $40. It was good quality. You didn't even open it." Fitness nods approvingly. Mindfulness wipes a tear of mixed pity and laughter. I want to disappear. The third goal looks at me with the gaze of someone filing a complaint. I came in January meditative, bright, full of zen. Yes, I remember. And in February you set reminders for me. Remind me to stay calm. I put on a stone-cold face. Well, in March you yelled at the TV because the host spoke too slowly. That was annoying. You threw a pillow at the wall because the apartment's energy is heavy. Come on. And in June, you tried to meditate, lying down, and slept for 3 hours. Technically, also relaxation. I have nothing left to say. Then Relations stands up. He looks like a man who fought for survival and lost. I tried, he says. Honestly. You met people, texted. Where did it all go wrong? Everywhere. Exactly. You canceled 3 dates because something snapped in me. It did. And then you wrote a guy, sorry, I'm going through a soul upgrade. All goals blink simultaneously. And you started dating a man who told you immediately, I'm bad at texting. Well, yes. And then you were shocked that he was bad at texting. Really? I look away. There's nothing to defend here. New Life on Monday finally speaks. He's trembling. I started this year with hope. You promised. Every Monday. I tried. You moved everything to next Monday. Well, yes. And then to next year. He lowers his map. I lower my head. Fitness lifts his suitcase. We're leaving. Maybe in another family, at least one of us will be completed. Budgeting nods. We're doing a collective resignation. Mindfulness pulls out a paper. This is a notice. We're taking you to the court of disappointed expectations. Love Life adds, I will appear as the suffering party. I realize everything is collapsing, so I defend myself. Stop! Wait! Let's be honest. Fitness. Yes, I'm a lazy miracle of nature, but I at least watched workout videos, lying on the couch. But I didn't skip them. That's emotional support. He snorts. Budgeting. Do you think I wanted this financial chaos? You added 15 items to the cart, bought 27, crossed out 0. It's strategy. It's chaos. Creative chaos. Budgeting wipes a sarcastic tear. Mindfulness. At least admit I tried. You took one deep breath, then said, screw this. But I did breathe. That counts. She softens. A tiny smile appears. Love Life. Yes, I faked confidence. Yes, I invested in people who belong in the archive. But I tried. He sighs. Debatable, but fine. I went on dates. 2. In a year. He covers his face with his hands, but he's clearly not as mad anymore. Monday comes closer. So what now? Let's make a deal. Don't leave. Give me one chance. At least I will try. When? Asks Fitness. Not next Monday. In the next 5 minutes. They exchange glances. Mindfulness. And the plan? No plans. No goals. I stop promising. I start doing. At least the smallest thing. Even badly, but doing. They all lower their suitcases. Love Life. Fine. One chance. Last one. Budgeting. If you buy another $40 sponge, I'm out. No. I'll buy you a suitcase. Fitness. 10 minutes of warm-up in January, and I stay. Mindfulness. If you stop yelling at people, I stay. Monday. If you start even one day before noon, I will also stay. I stand in the hallway looking at them, this crowd of my disappointments and my hopes. For the first time this year, I think, maybe I can do something. Move at least a little, And if not, well, next December they won't come with suitcases. They'll come with lawyers and witnesses. I reach out my hand. Deal? That's how I wrapped up my year. Not beautifully, not inspirationally, but honestly. And most importantly, with the feeling that maybe, just maybe, something can actually change.